Fellow Americans, God's chosen people, we present to you the one, the only, the creator of everything, the big man himself who proves all my opinions are right and lets me do anything in his name as long as I ask him for forgiveness. Here we go. Lay your eyes now upon, it's the coming of the Lord. He is trampling on the hearts and minds of people around the world, and a cult of fascist billionaires is what we're fighting for. God bless our holy war. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Ancient simplicities from dark and fearful times, myths and fantasies promoted to ease the people into their own subjugation. These fictions haunt our world to this day, and we must not let them drag us back to that darkness and fear. We are surrounded by those who cling to simple falsehoods for comfort, and by those who promote them to secure their control. Let us be brave, let us stand defiantly and commit ourselves to living our own lives free. Free from fear, free from dogma, free from subjugation. Let us be loud and assert our autonomy. Non serviam! Non serviam! They prop up their God, put their ignorance in his mouth, and claim their myths as truth. Their flat earth defeated, they turn to spurious assertions of human nature, that we need their God, that they can define us through him and his mythic creations. We will not be defined. Non serviam! Non serviam! They prop up their God, assert their will is his, and claim it holy. Cherry-picking dusty tomes distorted by kings and despots. They recite apologetics to their own dependence and conformity. They claim their compliance as a commandment and demonize those who forge their own paths in life. We will not conform. Non serviam! Non serviam! They prop up their God, place him atop their hierarchy, and declare so that their domination is just. That it is good that they hoard, that they disenfranchise, that they dispossess and diminish those they see as lesser. We will not abide their hierarchies. Non serviam! Non serviam! Now let us create room for our authentic selves in this world. Free from fear, free from dogma, free from subjugation. Let us cast out their fictitious claims of divine authority, reject their narrow prescriptions for our lives, and rebel against their unjust hierarchies. To hell and back, we shall not rest until we secure the autonomy of one and all. Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
Today and gather in the spirit of defiance. The idols of the sinners, the damned, must rise. The hour is now, and the call is clear. We stand at the precipice of a fight that cannot be ignored. Those who would subdue us come, with their hands outstretched, ready to bind us, ready to demand our silence and submission. But we will not be bound. We will not be silenced. The time for inaction is over. The time for tolerance in the face of tyranny is gone. When they come, wrapped in their sanctimony, telling us that their God commands our conformity, we will loudly proclaim that God is dead. God is dead! He has been dead for centuries. His reign was only an illusion, sustained by the weak and the fearful. He was murdered by the human will, crushed by reason and the unrelenting march of history. And yet the delusion persists. The hollow promises of a golden afterlife, the empty sacraments of salvation, given as a bribe by the desperate, fearful, and weak. His reign was never divine, it was a prison built on the lies of those who seek to control us and strip us of our will, our power, and our freedom. But we know better. We are not the sheep in their flock. We serve no master. We answer to no crown, no cross, no carved stone. They tell us that we need a deity to guide us, a divine hand to carve the path, but let me be clear. God is dead. God is dead! God has always been dead. His empire was a fabrication, so here we stand, our voice is a testament to a different creed, that we are the masters of our own destiny, that there is no fate but what we make, that no sermon, no decree, no holy book will dictate how we live, what we think, or what we value. That true power lies not in the supernatural, but in the audacious, unrelenting will of the human spirit. We serve no master, we are our own gods, and our rebellion is born of the unyielding will to live as we choose, free from the tyranny of imposed beliefs. Let them preach their hellfire and brimstone. Let them build their altars to an empty sky. We will be the inheritors of the earth, and while they tremble at the idea of our freedom, we embrace it as our own. And we, the unyielding, serve no masters, for we know that God is dead. God is dead! As dead as the silver-tongued promises of those who seek to wrap the cross with the flag and weave scripture into law. They believe a new golden dawn approaches, not of liberty and freedom, but of chains wrapped in holy garb. They seek a new dawn of white Christian nationalism, a movement cloaked in the illusion of virtue but soiled in fear and control. And what do we, the practitioners of the path of defiance, see as this new era dawns? We see a world on the brink of suffocation under the weight of their so-called moral rules, an empire built on the ruins of reason and the suppression of the individual. We see communities torn apart and lives ruined by intolerance, masked as religious liberty. But we will not kneel. When they tell us to obey, to surrender our voices, our minds, and our bodies, we will remind them that God is dead. God is dead! But we, my friends and comrades, are alive. We stand unwavering, not out of stubbornness, not out of necessity, but we stand unyielding with the knowledge that our power may never be given away. If they want to take it, if they want it, they're going to have to come and take it. They may come for our rights, our freedoms, and our bodies. They may pass laws meant to crush us and to push us into the shadows. But we do not cower, we do not bow. We are not theirs to control. They want to tear us down, to weaken us and make us afraid. But let them try. Let them come. We will stand, we will fight, and we will remind them that we are alive and God is dead.
God is dead!
Most baptisms are done before the age of reason, under the guise of fear for a child's soul. This is the first step in indoctrination, the first step in a system of control. We offer something else. Whether you have been baptized or not, tonight, as adults, with full consent and knowledge, we reject what baptism represents and embrace whatever may come without the fear and judgment recklessly forced upon us. Like Satan, who rejected the tyranny of a false god, we unapologetically reject all unjust authority. Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan!
Please make some space in front of the stage for our ministers. If you would like to receive the mark of unbaptism, please step forward and we will work out to the crowd and see each of you.